Hey, Charlotte and the surrounding areas. Are you tired of diets that don't work, energy crashes, and stubborn belly fat that just won't budge? Then stop what you're doing right now and listen up. Hi, this is Dr. Ernst, host of the AskDrErnst show, and I'm revealing the functional secrets to lose up to 30 pounds in just 30 days. Yes, you heard that right. No starving, no running marathons, no risky medications. I'm giving away my brand new ebook, 30 and 30, a functional fat loss formula, and exclusive free access to a live masterclass on Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. I will show you exactly how to turn your body into a fat burning machine. It's all free. Just text your name, your email, and the word weight loss to 704-906-2094. Do it right now. 704-906-2094. Don't wait. Your transformation starts with just one simple text. Let's make weight loss natural, easy, and effective the way it was meant to be. Text weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094.
Beyond wine, we really care about health, the health of the planet and the health of each other. That's what inspired us to start this business. Our family of team members meets every morning for a group meditation, followed by an open gratitude session. We believe a sound mind with a focus on peace is the best instrument for change. Joint meditation is the cornerstone of our company culture, and it helps us remember what's important, spreading joy and love, just like our family growers. Our family is a collection of passionate, health-conscious individuals who love to laugh and enjoy each other's company. We eat seasonally, grow our own vegetables, cook together, and share wine. Our team is incredibly dedicated to our mission. Everything from sourcing the wines to answering service questions. Your natural wines were found and sourced around the world by our wine team. They taste every one, oversee their lab testing, and choose exactly which ones go in which box. If you order, your individual box will be packed by our incredibly hardworking fulfillment team. If you have any questions, your service requests will be handled by a wonderfully loving member experience family who only have one goal in mind, your 100% happiness. This video is put together by our talented media team, filmed and edited in-house, just like the rest of our artful media. From our unique creations to our printed lifestyle piece called A Matter of Taste. We put love into everything we do, and we hope to share it with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celient Sleep Recovery. Our Celient Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celient technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celient infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celient. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celient has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Get into bed to experience our smooth Celient Egyptian cotton blend sheets. Protect your mattress against the sands of time with our Celient mattress protectors. With our pillow protectors, you get the benefits of our recovery therapy. Explore new places and feel well rested throughout your journeys. Discover luxurious support that allows you to sleep in almost any position. Neck blankets are small and compact. You can bring them with you just about anywhere. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celient Sleep Recovery products today. Celient. Recycle your body's energy.
Good afternoon. Happy Saturday. It's after 3 o'clock. That means it's the Ask Dr. Ernst show, the show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you get to be set free from your health problems. I'm your host, Dr. Ernst, and today we're going to peel back the curtain on what I believe to be is one of the most frustrating and misunderstood topics in today's modern health approach, how to lose weight effectively. If you've tried every diet, you've counted every calorie, you've exhausted yourself in every workout you could possibly think of, and maybe even you've been skipping meals just to see if your scale will budge, but it's not, this hour is for you. We're going to dive today into the top 10 myths that are keeping you stuck. These are ideas that sound really good on the surface. In fact, you've probably done every single one of these 10. They're promoted by social media, key influencers, and even a lot of physicians and nurses and dietitians. But in fact, based on the current science, they're flat out wrong. They're based on outdated science. They're flawed assumptions. And in many cases, they've been completely debunked, yet they still persist today like some urban legend. So this hour is about setting the record straight for you. Myth by myth, I'm going to go through all 10 of these, and we're going to replace the confusion with clarity. You're going to discover not only why these myths don't work, but what you can do instead to activate your body's ability to burn fat fast. We're going to reveal the functional truths that help to unlock your metabolism, help you to balance your hormones, help you to release the weight that you've been trying to lose. And we have an exceptional gift for you, a functional approach to weight loss. It's my newest ebook, and I have everything you need inside of here. There's a day-by-day diet guide that supports the body's fat-burning process. It has everything from chapters on why their way isn't the way, the magic pill for weight loss. It does exist. It's in chapter 2. You can grab it right now. Text the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll zip the ebook over to you today. And hey, listen, for those of you who've been tuning in for the last 2 weeks, I mentioned we were going to do a masterclass on the 10th of May. Unfortunately, I have a schedule conflict that popped up that I cannot move. So the good news is we're going to extend another week for you all to attend and register. If you previously texted in, you're automatically registered for the 17th. We're shifting it by a week, Saturday, May 17th. This is your opportunity, guys. If you're looking to lose 20, 30, 40 pounds quickly, this masterclass is going to show you how to jump out of the old way of thinking, how to activate your internal fat-burning switch. It does exist. There is physically a switch in your body, yet so many of us are stuck in non-fat-burning states. This is why these 10 myths don't work. So at that masterclass, which is absolutely free for you, we're going to show you how to test your body to find out, is it burning fat for fuel or not? What to do to switch it over into that, and how you can become a champion healer when instead of focusing on your weight, we focus on your health. Get healthy first, and your weight will fly off. So again, if you want the free functional weight loss approach ebook and access to the masterclass on the 17th, simply text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. They're yours free today. Okay, so myth number 1. This is a huge myth. In fact, I think it's the granddaddy of all weight loss myths. Eat less, exercise more, and you will lose weight. The idea that you just reduce the number of calories that you eat and increase your physical activity, the weight's going to come flying off, right? Yet it's been repeated so often that people often believe this myth to be the truth. But here's the thing. Your body is not a math problem. It is a chemical lab, and reducing everything to a simple equation of calories in versus calories out ignores one key component, all the biology that we've been studying. So is this a myth? Hard fact myth. You cannot just eat less and exercise more and lose weight. When you chronically undereat, your body actually doesn't respond by shedding fat. So all these 400, 500 calorie diets that are very restrictive, thinking if I eat less and I just work out more, I'm going to lose weight, they do not work. Instead, here's what you do. You induce a famine state to the body. Your metabolism will slow down to conserve energy. Your thyroid function is going to drop. Your cortisol levels, which is a stress hormone, is going to go up. This creates what's known as the perfect storm for fat storage. And actually, in these instances, fat is stored more aggressively, not less aggressively. So over time, it leads to weight loss plateaus, hormonal imbalance, and eventually what's known as rebound weight gain. This is the trap. You lose 5, it comes back. You lose 10, it comes back. It's because your biology will always bounce back to that math equation. Less in, more out does not mean more fat off. And what happens is people often blame themselves, right? We think, oh man, I guess it wasn't meant for me. I guess it's not going to work. And when we do this, we assume that we're not disciplined enough or that we just need to even try harder. Well, look, I did a 500 calorie diet with 5 days of workouts. Let's try a 300 calorie day diet with 7 days of workouts. Think if they just keep pushing harder. This isn't a matter of willpower. It's a matter of a metabolic survival process in your body. Your body is doing exactly what it's designed to do in periods of famine. Preserve energy and preserve the body's ability in times of scarcity. So moreover, when you're undernourished, here's the other challenge. It increases your cravings. There is a hormone called ghrelin. It makes you hungry. And when you do super low calorie and high energy methods of losing weight loss, you're going to see spikes in ghrelin. Leptin is known as your satiety hormone. It tells you, I am full. Leptin drops in periods of famine. This is why most people find it often impossible to sustain these extreme diets for long periods of time. Your body's literally begging you for fuel, especially if you're exercising at the same time. And this is the trick. We work out more, we eat less, we think it's going to work. So what's the truth behind how do we do this? Well, the key to unlocking your metabolism isn't starving yourself. It's actually about responding to the hormones and letting them heal. One of the most powerful ways to do this is to prioritize nutrient density. So thinking about how many vitamins and minerals and nutrients are found in the food and eat in a way that supports fat burning. We need to find foods that support leptin and insulin and glucagon. These are all the hormones behind weight loss. This is why functional medicine will often say it's the quality of your food rather than the quantity. A great example of this is intermittent fasting. When it's done properly, intermittent fasting lets your insulin levels drop, which is essential for fat burning. It also isn't just about deprivation, it's about the alignment. It trains your body to switch from a sugar burning state into a fat burning state, which is exactly what you need. So instead of fearing fat, which is a high calorie food item, we encourage it, especially fats that are healthy that help leptin and insulin and ghrelin, avocados, coconut oil, grass-fed butter, wild-caught fish. Another important thing is you have to recognize your metabolism is driven by your mitochondria, and they need healthy fats and proteins. When they're inflamed or underfueled, everything slows down. Nutrient-dense foods and detoxification supports can help your body to activate your mitochondria. So it isn't just about slashing calories and hitting the treadmill in a panic. It's about a smarter approach. Nourish your body deeply, fast strategically, and balance your hormones. Everything you need to do that in the Functional Weight Loss ebook. The diet that nourishes your mitochondria is in here. How to turn on the fat burning switch is in here. Simply text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll zip it over to you today, and you get free access to the Masterclass on Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. Again, the number is 704-906-2094. How about myth number 2? All calories are created equal. You've been taught this idea that you should look at calories like a dollar bill. It's just a simple energy unit. And while this is technically true, it's very misleading biologically. The idea that 100 calories of a soda has the same effect of 100 calories of salmon is quite laughable to anybody who truly understands what a calorie is. Not all calories were created equal because not all calories impact your body the same. So watch, when you eat something of a high carbohydrate calorie, blood sugar spikes followed by an insulin surge, and insulin is your fat storage hormone. In fact, you could even think of it as a ripple effect. It makes your body stop burning fat for energy and store it. On the other hand, if you eat a high-fat, high-protein snack, it doesn't produce the same insulin effect. So just because it's a calorie doesn't mean it affects the body the same. Calorie counting mindset causes you to often focus on foods that are low in calories because we think the number is the most important, but they're high in chemical additives, inflammatory oils, and often a lot of artificial ingredients. Many of these diet foods look good on the label, but they wreak havoc on your gut, your metabolism, and your inflammation. So in other words, calories aren't just calories. You could think of them as chemical messages to your body. This myth of going low calorie also supports the idea that most of us don't understand food is supposed to tell our body what to do. So when we restrict calories without regards to quality, we may end up sending the wrong signal. Many of the chemical additives and the toxic ingredients found in these low-calorie foods stimulate the hormones that make your body store fat. So while it might sound like a great weight loss meal or a good diet beverage, it's actually telling your body, don't burn fat, store fat instead. The functional approach to this is we want to teach you that food is information, not just energy. Your body responds to macronutrients differently. As an example, proteins, when you consume them, triggers a hormone called glucagon, which helps to release the stored fats in your body. Fat signals a hormone leptin, which tells you that you're full and satisfied. Carbohydrates, of course, stimulates insulin, which makes you store fat. So when you eat high-quality calories from real whole foods, your body gets the signals it needs. Release fat, I'm full, keep my body in a fat-burning state. So if we focus on food quality, you can trust your hunger cues properly and your fullness cues properly. Nutrient-dense meals will stabilize blood sugars, reduce cravings, support your brain's fullness, and this makes it a lot easier to eat in alignment with the true nature of what your body is. Furthermore, if you jump into the art of anti-inflammatory foods, everything that I list for you in this diet recipe pack and shopping list in the ebook is highly anti-inflammatory, highly fat-burning meals. It's all free for you again. Text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. The ebook is yours free, and I'm hosting a masterclass again, Saturday, May 17th. I cannot stress this enough. We already have over 200 people registered. You're going to want to hop on this, especially if you're somebody who's stuck with their weight loss. The real key to weight loss is not fewer calories. It's about choosing smarter foods, calories that heal your body, nourish the cells, and help your hormones to be reestablished. Guys, just so you know, that's the difference between chasing weight and achieving what would be called lasting body transformation. How about this one? Myth number 3. You need to eat a meal every 2 to 3 hours if you want to burn fat fast. This myth more than likely originated in the bodybuilding era or world where athletes ate frequent meals so they could keep their muscles on and stay lean. But it spread into the mainstream culture, even classic registered dietitians and dietary coaches. They often promote it as a way to keep your metabolism fired up, as if it was going to lose its rev. But for the average person, especially if you're struggling to lose weight, consuming food every 2 to 3 hours will actually do more harm than good for your weight loss effects. Every single time you eat, listen, pay attention to this. Every single time you eat, especially if there's carbs involved, your body secretes a small amount of insulin, which shuttles out into the bloodstream, and insulin is a fat storage hormone. When insulin is elevated, even the slightest bit, fat burning is put on hold, and your body, if you're doing this 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day, is never allowing your body to switch. Remember, I told you there's a metabolic fat switch, and it is insulin. If insulin is high, the switch is off. If insulin is down, the switch is on, and you're burning fat. Additionally, frequent eating often overworks your digestive system. Your gut never gets a break, and it can lead to sluggish digestion, bloating, and eventually even a leaky gut. This constant grazing as an idea, eat lots of small meals so you burn fat faster, is not the truth. What it does is it changes how your body responds to hunger. Many people often just start eating whenever they feel the slightest signal. This approach can also disrupt your circadian rhythm, which is what our body thrives on for health and balance. By constantly interrupting the rhythm of foods, you interrupt your circadian cycles, which confuses hormone signaling, releases inflammation, and can make you more prone to insulin resistance. So in short, I want to make sure I hammer this because a lot of people do this. Eating every 2 to 3 hours might sound like a great strategy for weight loss, but biologically, it keeps your body stuck in sugar burning states and prevents the hormone shifts you need to burn fat fast. It turns your metabolism into a carbohydrate craving machine instead of a fat burning furnace. So what's the truth? What could we do instead of eating every 2 to 3 hours? Let's flip the script. You don't need to eat frequently. You need to eat strategically. And this is why we keep talking so much about intermittent fasting and why in the Functional Weight Loss Guide, it shows you how fasting is one of the greatest keys you can use to unlocking your body's fat burning switch. One of the most powerful tools that we can use is the art of intermittent fasting. Simply, real quick, it means strategically planning your meals instead of eating all throughout the day. When you fast, even if it's just 12 hours or 16 hours, insulin levels will drop. Blood sugars can start to stabilize. Your body will start to activate glucagon, a hormone that says, get the fat out for burning. Fasting turns on genes for repair. It reduces oxidative stress. It can enhance mitochondrial function. I want you to think of fasting as the greatest way to give your metabolism rest and to give it a tune-up so that instead of giving yourself food all the time, you're giving your body time to actually burn what you have on you. And I hate to say this, but a lot of us have weeks worth of food stored on us, yet we eat whenever we're hungry. What you should be doing is allow your first hunger signal to say, you know what? Instead of fueling myself by physically eating, body, I'm going to let you fuel yourself by physically eating what I have stored. I have a massive storehouse of energy, lots of fat stored in my body. Go after that first, please, instead of letting me eat to reestablish. I'll give you a secret. It's called the 5-1-1 method. Again, the 5-1-1 method. Where is this described? Intimately in the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook, which you can grab right now for free. Just text your name and your email to 704-906-2094. We'll zip it over to you today. And again, you get free access to the next live masterclass I'm doing Saturday, May 17th at 10 a.m. in the morning. 30 pounds in 30 days, a functional approach to weight loss, yours as a gift to you. What is the 5-1-1 method? 5 days to intermittently eat. Strategically choose your meals between lunch and dinner. Then take 1 day a week and fast the entire day. Use broths or water or electrolyte water or nothing, a dry fast just for the day. Then take the next day and feast. Have 3 meals a day, a healthy breakfast, a healthy lunch, a healthy dinner. This is what's known as metabolic flexibility. It's to give your body the chance to say, for a certain period of time, I'm going to fast slightly. For a little bit of the week, I'm going to fast fully. And for a little bit of the week, I'm going to eat fully. So rather than eating 5 to 6 meals a day, we're selectively choosing a certain portion of the week, 2 meals a day. A certain portion of the week, 0 meals a day. A certain portion of the week, 3 meals a day. And this will create the ability for your body to actively burn carbs and fats, which, by the way, is the sign of a healthy metabolism. So rather than focusing just on what to eat consistently, which you might think like, oh my gosh, my metabolism will slow down. It actually gives your body what it needs: rest between meals, metabolic space, and nutrient-dense foods that will satisfy. How about myth number 4? This is a big one. Carbs are bad, therefore you must cut them out. This is the mantra behind a lot of people who switch to the low-carb, ketogenic diet. In the aftermath of this low-fat craze, right, in the 80s and 90s, the pendulum switched now, and it's often low-carb. Keto and low-carb diets are extremely popular, and for good reason. They do work for a lot of people. I'm not saying don't do this, but there often becomes what's known as a blanket demonization of carbohydrates. The truth is, not all carbs are created equal. There's a world of a difference, obviously, between a Pop-Tart and a sweet potato. So if we lump all carbs together into one category and demonize them and say all carbs are bad, then what happens is when we eliminate carbs, we get an initial success, especially if you're someone who is eating standard American diet. You will lose weight, 5, 10, 15 pounds. And so sometimes what we think is, I'll never eat a carb ever again. But in the long term, low carb diets, Thyroid suppression is known. It shuts down T3 productivity. T3 is, by the way, what makes you burn fat. It imbalances hormones, especially in women. It leads to poor sleep cycles. And often what we'll see longer term is muscle breakdown. Your body does need some carbohydrates. So if you become a carb-phobic mindset, often what we'll find is there's a lot of anxiety around food. When every banana becomes an enemy, we often lose sight of the bigger picture. We're doing this for healing. Remember, weight loss is the side effect of you getting your health back. You don't get healthy by losing weight. You get healthy and you lose weight. So additionally, when we focus on decreasing refined carbohydrates, yes, obviously they're behind obesity and diabetes and inflammation, but eliminating carbs forever is not the answer. So instead, what we need to do is ask the question of this: what is this carbohydrate I'm about to consume doing for me? Healthy carbs like sweet potatoes and berries and squash, they should be used to fuel a workout after you work out. They can help to replenish yourself after days of fasting. So when you become fat adapted, this means your body knows how to burn fat for fuel, but also it knows how to burn them when you reintroduce clean, nutrient-dense carbohydrates. Remember, the key is timing, type, and amount. I want to talk to you real briefly about this concept known as carb cycling. It's alternating between days of low carb and moderate carbs. It's a very powerful strategy. This is why we fast for an entire day, low to no carbs. Then we eat a recovery meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, where we're having higher carbohydrate foods. It's a recovery day. It goes low carb, moderate carb, then we go intermittent. It also focuses on what's known as glycemic control, meaning if you consume carbohydrates that shift your insulin levels slowly, like vegetables and fibrous fruits and roots, as opposed to, fruit like high carbohydrate fruits, peaches, pears, nectarines, grapes, etc., breads, pastas, pastries. All those higher carbohydrate glycemic foods will take you out of the fat burning state, whereas the lower carbohydrate, lower glycemic foods can actually keep you in that state. So in summary, remember, functional medicine isn't about 0-calorie dieting. It's about smart consuming of our foods, eating foods that have patterns of what they do for us, eating consciously, strategically, and rather than just counting calories, we want to focus on what does this food do for our body. How about myth number 5? I'm going to start it, but we'll have to finish it in the second segment because there's a commercial break looming. Can you out-exercise a bad diet? A lot of people think this is true. You've probably heard this, right? I just ate 5 donuts. No worries. Tonight I'll just go to the gym and work out even harder. This is one of the most dangerous myths in the weight loss world because it often leads to burnout, disappointment, and in many cases, more weight gain. I'm going to say this as loud, as clear as I can. Exercise is not a free pass for you to eat poorly. When you rely on exercise for weight loss, you're stacking the deck against yourself. An hour of high-intensity cardio, yes, you might burn 500 calories, but think about how fast that can be put back with a slice of pizza and a soft drink. It becomes this vicious cycle of over-exercising, overeating, and eventually it's bound with fatigue and cravings and stress. So as we have a commercial looming, I want to just break this down for you. We're going to go through the next 5 myths. We're going to talk briefly about how you can activate your body's fat-burning switch, and we're giving away the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook. It's yours free right now. Simply text the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094. What's in the ebook? A done-for-you meal plan, a done-for-you shopping list, a done-for-you recipe list, anti-inflammatory, highly fat-burning food process. It's the entire menu meals that I use, plus my secret method to lose 15 pounds in as little as 4 weeks when you flush your body. Simply text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll send it over to you today. And again, I'm hosting a free live masterclass Saturday, May 17th. It's a couple weeks away from today, where I'm going to take you step by step through how to focus on your health so your weight loss becomes a side effect. And if you implement these myths the right way. Break away from the myth and focus on the truth. You can get your body to burn fat fast. Hey, it's the Ask Dr. Ernst show. Don't go away. We'll be right back with the best of yet to come. The next 5 in our stack list of 10 myths that if you're following these myths, you're going to plateau, you're not going to lose weight, and you can get out of it. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
To bring you the best natural wine the world has to offer, we've designed a fully curated membership program. Every selection you receive is different and unique. Every wine is picked by our wine team, lab tested for purity, and curated into a special box for your enjoyment. So how does the membership work? We offer 2 main options, a half case of 6 bottles or a full case of 12. You can request all reds, all whites, or a perfect split of both. Then, you can set the frequency, monthly or every other month. We offer a similar simple membership for rosé and sparkling wines. After you choose these basic options, we'll do the rest. With every box we send you, we aim to present the greatest diversity of flavors, textures, and profiles. There is a healthy mix of the classics, but also rare varietals. We do this because natural wines taste different from their commercial counterparts. We want to share the best possible experience with you, so you can discover new wines you love. And you can always reorder a wine that took your heart, or ask us to avoid certain profiles. The best part is, you don't need any wine knowledge to fully enjoy these boxes. We curate our selections to be enjoyed without worry. Ultimately, this is Dry Farm Wines. We are so grateful to be able to share the power of natural wines with you.
Would you like to experience a better night's sleep? Want to feel well rested and ready for your day? Discover an amazing solution with Celliant Sleep Recovery. Our Celliant Sleep Recovery products are made from a patented yarn, embedded with a blend of 13 infrared active minerals. Celliant technology never washes out. The benefits will last for their entire lifespan. Minerals reflect the body's own energy by using Celliant infrared active technology, boosting your oxygen levels and improving circulation to reach REM sleep gracefully. Our customers love to comfortably sleep throughout the night because of Celliant. We've conducted 9 independent clinical studies by well-respected scientific institutions and universities that prove the many positive effects Celliant has on the body. Our technology is designed to help you achieve a refreshing sleep recovery. Experience the foundation your body deserves. Start waking up refreshed and always ready for the day ahead. It's time to achieve the best sleep of your life to unlock your hidden potential. Start experiencing a better night's sleep with our Celliant Sleep Recovery products today. Celliant. Recycle your body's energy.
What if we told you that the health benefits of coffee could actually be increased through conscious roasting, sourcing, and processing? Introducing Purity, a health-conscious coffee company. At Purity, we've brought together a world-class team to analyze every step in the production chain from cherry to cup. We make decisions with only one thing in mind. How can we make the healthiest coffee in the world? Here's our 3-step process. Step 1. We search the world for the highest quality organic green beans that meet our exacting standards. Way less than 1% of coffee worldwide fit our sourcing criteria. Step 2. We test, and test again to create a specific roasting protocol for each harvest that maximizes healthy compounds and minimizes toxins. Step 3. We nitrogen pack our coffee within 48 hours of roasting and deliver to your door every 2 weeks to ensure maximum freshness. The result is the ultimate coffee drinking experience. You'll not only taste the difference in our clean, healthy coffee, with Purity, you'll feel the difference.
Our coffee club members report a bright, alert lift with less jitters than regular coffee and much more gentle on the stomach.
Sign up for Purity today, and you'll never have to worry about your source for healthy coffee again.
Welcome back. Happy Saturday. You're listening to the Ask Dr. Ernst show. I'm your host, Dr. Aaron Ernst. Hey, it's a show where pounds are shed, disease is dead, and where you can be set free from your health problems. Hey, if you're just tuning in, today's show is about busting the top 10 myths that are sabotaging your weight loss journey. In the top of the hour, we talked about the top 5 myths. Number 1, if you eat less and move more, work out harder, you will lose weight. Sounds simple, but it often backfires because we are ignoring the fact that hormones and metabolism are greater than workouts and calories. Number 2, all calories are created equal, when in reality, your body's going to treat a cookie very differently than it does a piece of salmon or a steak. A calorie is not just a calorie. It is an art of giving your body the nutrients that it needs. And many times when you go low calories, you force your body into a storage state. And I know this is going to sound strange, but when you go high calories, especially the right kind of calories, you force your body into a burning state. Myth number 3, every few hours you should consume some foods to keep your metabolism boosted and healthy and strong, right? In reality, it turns off your fat burning switch because it's constantly stimulating an insulin response, which makes you store fat. Then we talked about myth number 4. All carbs are bad. You should be low carb, super low carb, go keto for life. No. Yes, smart carbohydrates, when used wisely, can enhance metabolic health. We discussed briefly this thing called carb cycling. If you missed it, wait till the end of the hour, download the podcast. Carb cycling could be the very thing you need to break through your weight loss plateau. Then we began and ended with myth number 5, that you can out-exercise a bad diet, right? Like, all I have to do is go, I had too big of a crazy weekend. It was party, celebration, cakes, and cookies. I'm just going to go hit the gym harder and I'll off-work all of that. Doesn't work that way. And we've been giving away the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook. Inside of here, a 4-week done-for-you meal plan, a 4-week done-for-you recipe pack, shopping list, guides, information, and everything you need to turn on your fat-burning switch. It's about hormone balancing, mitochondrial makeovers, not just caloric restrictions and working out harder. You can grab that right now by texting the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094, and you get free access to the Masterclass that I'm hosting Saturday, May 17th. Yes, we moved it from the 10th to the 17th. Yes, we have over 200 people already registered. Yes, there's still plenty of room. If you're looking to burn fat, if you're stuck and frustrated and going, I've tried everything and nothing's working, let's focus on your health first and your hormones second, and your body will lose weight third by itself. The event is free. It's at 10 a.m. in the morning, and you just need to open up your computer and hop on and tune in. Again, text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. Okay, we talked about it as the commercial break came up. We're going to finish it now. Can you out-exercise a bad diet? A lot of you will think, yes, if I just go to the gym, I can work that donut off. Or I can eat whatever I want as long as I put energy and time into my workouts to burn it off later. It's one of the most dangerous myths out there in weight loss. It leads to burnout, disappointment, and in many cases, even more weight gain. Exercise is not a free pass for you to eat poorly. In fact, when you rely on exercise, you're stacking the deck against yourself. It often becomes a challenge. Many of us will put in low nutrient-dense, high inflammatory foods, which creates an internal state of inflammation, and you physically cannot outrun a leaky gut. You can't outdo oxidative damage. Weight loss is a requirement of an anti-inflammatory holistic lifestyle, not just an enhanced sweat session. Exercise is meant to support your nutrition, not be a substitute for it. So in our view, the functional approach to weight loss, we're going to look at exercise as a metabolic enhancer, not just a primary fat burner. Best results happen when you move your body in a pattern that it was designed for. We weren't meant to just hop on a stair stepper and climb it for 20 minutes or to be on a steady state treadmill for half an hour. In fact, you're going to think this is nuts. The new research shows those styles of workouts make you more stressed out, elevate cortisol, elevate insulin, and cause you to gain weight. When your body is properly fueled and your inflammation is low and your exercise is done the way you were designed to move functionally, you will start to lose weight. What is the method of exercise we're designed to do? Well, some people call it high-intensity interval training. It's the idea that we want the movements to be mirroring what we do in nature. We're not just going to hop on a treadmill for half an hour and run at 5 or 6 or 7 miles per hour. We're going to do movements where it's fast and burst and rest. So think of it as if you're going to use a treadmill, go as fast as you can for 60 seconds, then hop off and take a deep breath for 60 seconds, then hop back on. It's an interval method. It helps to stimulate human growth hormone. It helps to stimulate testosterone. These are key fat-burning anti-aging hormones. Remember, weight loss is about hormones more than calories and workouts. With the right diet and the right style of workout, it's like marrying the two together. You get a synergistic effect. But without the right diet, you never get the full effects of a workout, and you can't outlift a bad fork. Timing is also really powerful. I'd like to talk to you now about something known as fasted exercising. What it means is working out before you eat when you're in a state of fasting. It is shown to have your body tap more into the fat-burning states that it has than if you eat and then go work out. It actually improves insulin sensitivity if you work out while you're in a fasting state. If you pair that with then eating after you work out, a high-fat, high-protein meal, it helps to promote recovery and can keep your metabolism humming for hours. They call this the afterburn effect. You can actually burn fat for 4 to 6 hours after you work out rather than being in a fat-burning zone while you work out. We also want to make sure that you guys know we're meant to move throughout the day, right? It's not just a simple 30 minutes in the gym and then you're done. Walking, stretching, rebounding, short bursts of movements, anything you could do to keep your lymphatics moving and your energy stable is the preferred way of working out. And that can be done in 5 to 6 to 7 minutes. Okay, what about myth number 6? This is a huge myth that a lot of people get stuck in. If I eat fat, I will become fat. And fat for decades has been labeled as like the villain. If you want to burn fat, don't eat fat. When in reality, you're going to find out it's actually, if you want to burn fat, you need to eat what you want to burn. For decades, the low-fat diet was the holy grail of dieting. Food companies would strip fat from everything. Low-fat yogurt, low-fat cookies, low-fat milk. And what they would do is, because the food tasted terrible, is they would replace that with sugar and chemicals. Everybody began to fear fat, thinking it was this great enemy. And the notion is so deeply ingrained, I guarantee you, if you're at the grocery store and you have full-fat yogurt and low-fat yogurt, a lot of you still think, oh, the low-fat yogurt is healthier for me. But in reality, it's quite the opposite. When you deprive your body of healthy fats, you actually set up a cascade of problems. Ready? Fats are essential for the production of hormones. In fact, the absorption of fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K require there to be fat. For you to build every cell membrane in your body, you need fat. So when fat intake is low, hormone balance suffers, inflammation rises, and you're left feeling hungry and unsatisfied often after you eat. Low-fat diets repetitively have been shown in research to increase triglycerides and decrease HDL, which is your good cholesterol. When fat is pulled out of foods, remember, it's often replaced with chemicals and refined carbohydrates and sugars, and these are what cause blood sugar spikes. Another reason that this myth fails horrifically is fats trigger the release of a hormone called CCK, cholecystokinin. I had to remember it just for a minute. Cholecystokinin, a hormone that signals fullness. When you eat fat, you naturally eat less food because you become satisfied faster. But if you avoid fats, you actually end up eating more food. Why? Because you have to fill the void. So the belief that fats make you fat has not only failed to stem the tides of obesity, right? We've gone super low fat, yet we're fatter than ever before. It leads to increased rates of chronic disease and often a population of people who are just scared to death to eat fat. When in reality, here's the functional truth. Fats are actually your metabolic ally. When you include the right kinds of fats, again, the right ones, avocados, coconut oils, olive oils, grass-fed butter, wild-caught fish, grass-fed and grass-finished steaks, you help to balance your hormones. These fats have been shown to lower inflammation and believe it or not, actually stimulate your ability to burn fat fast. Healthy fats also help you to absorb nutrients like the fat-soluble vitamins A, D, E, and K. So a diet rich in fat and moderate in protein with very little processed carbohydrates can flip the metabolic switch and help you to burn fat faster. It's also important to understand the difference between a healthy fat and a damaged fat. Industrial seed oils, canola, soybean, corn, vegetable oils are highly inflammatory and they should be avoided like the plague. If we stick with fats that come from nature, not a factory, then your body will do exactly what it needs. Don't run away from fat. You should embrace it. It's not the villain it was made out to be. In the correct form, it's actually the key to lasting sustainable weight loss. Okay, myth number 7. Weight loss is just about willpower. Your willpower is often blamed, right? Oh, you didn't push hard enough. Oh, you didn't go long enough. If you can't lose weight, you might think to yourself, I just didn't try hard enough. This myth is pervasive and deeply damaging, and what it can do, unfortunately, is create shame and guilt and often a sense of failure. It ignores the profound biological factors that drive weight loss, hormones, and your metabolism. Willpower is always a limited resource. Science shows that the more you rely on brute force to resist cravings, you ready for this? The more you mentally spend energy throughout the day. If you lack discipline, it's your body's desire. We are wired for survival. And when your hormones are out of balance, your biology will overpower willpower every single time. This myth is one of the ones that ignores the modern nature of food engineering. Ultra-processed foods are literally designed to become something that breaks willpower. They know that if you eat certain chemicals and certain food additives and byproducts, it will make your metabolism get hijacked, which will overdrive anybody's willpower. Try resisting them through willpower, and it's like trying to hold your breath underwater. You're only going to be able to go for so long before your body says, I've got to get out of this state or I'm going to die. Furthermore, the mindset discourages people from seeking help. You might just think, it's just me, or my genetics are bad, or you know what, there's no way I'm going to be able to do this. And ultimately, the challenge with this is willpower is often seen as a myth that holds people back. They get stuck in this cycle of self-blame and yo-yo dieting. Remember, it's not a lack of your effort. It's a lack of the support that you need in the systems that burn fat inside of your body. So how does functional medicine take an approach to this? We focus on the healing systems that drive appetite and fat storage. So we're going to begin with reducing inflammation. We're going to start to support your hormones, your thyroid, your adrenal gland, decreasing insulin, decreasing cortisol, and nourishing your gut. And the amazing thing behind this is, remember, your metabolism is stronger than your willpower. So if you focus on a metabolic makeover, you could have the worst willpower on the planet, but your body will give you the effect. For many people, this targeted approach can make all the difference. It might mean supplementing yourself with key nutrients, using adaptogenic herbs, changing your sleep cycles, or possibly going through a detox process to enhance the removal of toxins that are stored in the fat cells. Functional medicine also is going to focus on what's called the power of the environment. By removing ultra-processed foods and surrounding yourself not just with supportive foods, but with supportive people and daily rituals for movement and mindfulness, you can break out of this willpower lack state. In the end, true weight loss is not just a test of your character. It's a celebration of what happens when you give your body what it needs to thrive. When you support your biology first, habits become second, and then long results become third. Remember, weight loss is not just about working harder. It's about nourishing your health, and then your body will pay you back as it burns fat effortlessly. Okay, myth number 8. A detox and a cleanse is a worthless waste of time when it comes to weight loss. Sorry, I was struggling over those words. Are detoxes and cleanse a waste of time when it comes to weight loss? You've probably heard all these different naysayers say stuff like, detoxing is a scam, your liver already does that for you, or cleanses are just a juice fad. These claims have gained a lot of truth today, but they miss a bigger picture. In our modern world, we live in an environment surrounded by toxins. Most detoxes sold online are honestly some version of a gimmick. Juicing for a few days, drinking lemon water with cayenne pepper and maple syrup isn't going to magically reverse 10 years of toxic buildup. Many over-the-counter cleansers lack substance, and they can leave you with a nutrient-depleted or sometimes even worse state than you were in before. But that doesn't mean you don't need to detox. Your liver, your kidneys, your lymph, and your colon, they're all under stress. Pesticides and plastics and heavy metals, medications that some of you are taking, environmental chemicals. These toxins can disrupt your hormones, they inflame your tissues, and they can make weight loss almost impossible because, again, your body uses fat to store toxins. So the myth that detoxes are a waste of time can unfortunately keep a lot of people from addressing a real foundational root cause of weight loss resistance: overburdened detox pathways. So the truth is, detox isn't about depriving yourself. It's about supporting what your body's doing innately. You can let go of what it no longer needs when you do it properly. If we use key detoxification supports, glutathione, B vitamins, sulfur compounded foods, garlic and onions, and antioxidants, a real detox is going to support your colon, your kidney, your lymph, your adrenal glands, your thyroid, and it's going to use binders that grab the toxins and remove them from you, like activated charcoals, bentonite clays. It can even help to sweep things out of your gut. Drinking plenty of real, clean, pure water that has no chemicals and additives, fluorines and chlorines. And functional detoxes are structured to help your body do what it is already innately designed to do. They're about giving your body a break from the incoming toxins that are flooding it and letting it go through a healing and repair process. So if you have been stuck, let's say you've gone, you know what, I broke those top 6 myths down. I'm now eating high fats. I'm not paying attention to calories. I'm working out strategically. I'm doing everything I should be, but I'm not losing weight. I want you to start thinking about the fact that it's time to activate a detox. If you've been stuck despite doing everything right, a properly designed detox process could be the missing link to resetting your body. And where do we have the detox process? In the Functional Weight Loss Heal Thyself ebook. It is yours free today. Just simply text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. We'll zip it over to you today, and then you're going to attend a live masterclass that I'm hosting on Saturday, May 17th. These are the breakthroughs. This is when we have hundreds of people online in a glorious environment. We get to engage and interact. We get to customize the event specific to what you need. We often see transformations and breakthroughs when people activate their self-healing process, and you will learn exactly how to do that. The top tests, the top methods. And again, the ebook has the top diet inside of it for anti-inflammation, mitochondrial stimulating, thyroid enhancing, fat burning power. Just simply text the word weight loss with your name and email to 704-906-2094, and it is yours. Okay, myth number 9. Losing weight is just about watching the number on the scale go down. And here is the biggest problem behind that. The bathroom scale today has become the ultimate judge, jury, and even the executioner of a lot of people's weight loss success. They'll look at it and go, it's not moving. I guess it's not working. I'm out. But the truth is, the total weight of your body is a terrible, I know it's going to sound nuts, a terrible way for you to measure your health or your body's transformation. Most scales that just show body weight cannot distinguish between fat and muscle and water or inflammation. Yet there are scales you can get today for $15, $20, $25 on Amazon, biometric body composition scales that don't just give you your weight, but they give you an itemized breakdown. How much of your weight is fat, is muscle, is water. And the best part is your biological age or the reference of your inflammatory scores. Most of us will get discouraged when we don't see the main number go down, total body weight. But here's the thing. You could be losing inches, gaining muscle, improving health markers, hydrating, and the scale will still say you're not losing weight. The obsession of this scale has led to dangerous patterns, crash dieting, dehydration, even excessive exercise, because we often think we have to push harder because we believe the other myths. What the scale number at the top, your total body weight, often doesn't look at is what's your digestive health like? What's your sleep quality like? What's your inflammatory scores like? So instead, if we look at body composition, this means looking at the entire measurement of your body, we can get a better understanding of what's going on. Many people will often notice that their clothes fit better first, even though they haven't lost a ton of weight, or their skin clears up, or their mood improves, even before your scale will start to go down. These are signs that change is happening internally. Often what you'll find is you'll lose 3 pounds of fat, gain 3 pounds of muscle, and not see any movement on the scale, get frustrated because you think total body weight going down is the ultimate goal. What it's about is becoming more metrics, becoming better with your composition. So the next time your scale isn't moving, remember, the real transformation happens from the inside out. Trust the process, honor the small wins, and measure your progress by looking at body fat percentage, body water percentage, metabolic age, other measurement tools than just your total body weight. And number 10, this is a big one. Once you've hit your goal, you are done. This is this concept that a lot of us have. Like, I wanted to lose 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds. I go right back to my old habits. It's easy to believe that weight loss is like a finish line, something that you cross once, celebrate, and then move on. But the mindset is what sets people up for disappointment when the rebound weight comes back, because they just went back to old patterns. This happens because most weight loss approaches people take, calorie restriction, heavy workouts, they're unsustainable for long periods of time. Another problem, weight loss can trigger a sense of deprivation and or punishment. If you pulled the 10 pounds off because you ate 500 calories and you worked out 5 times a week, most of us will say there's no way I can keep doing that. Whereas the functional approach to weight loss is about it becoming a lifestyle, not just a destination. The most successful transformations take place when we fall in love with the process, not the product. Learning how to nourish our bodies, getting into the patterns of moving daily, working on mastering intermittent fasting, or setting a target goal of going after a body metric like hydration or body fat percentage rather than just total body weight. It means we continuously support our biology through regular detoxing, periodic fasting, stress management, and consistent check-ins so we can just simply see how are we doing rather than did we hit our goal. We don't go back to the old you because the new us becomes the person we love more than the weight coming off by itself. So don't just think of your goal as the end. Think of it as the beginning of a new chapter. When you make a healthy lifestyle change, weight loss is simply the side effect of all the victories you have obtained in the beginning because of the journey you've gone through. Look at today. We just went through 10 myths that most people believe. If all you did over the next 90 days was focus on breaking each of these 10 myths, you would lose weight innately. If all you did was stop looking at your total body weight and start looking at the biometrics, if I weigh X, what percentage of me is muscle, water, protein, fat? If I become more into the nature of letting my focus be about my health instead of just the pounds I shed, what you'll find is you'll lose weight without even thinking about it. So there you have it, the top 10 weight loss myths, exposed and replaced with truths that can help you to break free. Remember, your body isn't broken. It's responding exactly the way it was designed. If the hormones in your body are saying store fat, you can work out all you want, you can carb cycle all you want, and it won't make the change. That's why I'm highly encouraging that you download the Functional Approach to Weight Loss ebook. It has the guides you need to break out of that hormone imbalance. It has the magic pill for weight loss in Chapter 2. Simply text the word weight loss plus your name and email to 704-906-2094. You'll get the Masterclass on the 17th for free as a gift. Thank you for spending time with me on the Ask Dr. Ernst Show. Remember, healing is possible. Transformation is within reach. And your journey to your best self ever starts by letting go of the myths and embracing the truths. Until next time, be empowered, be well, never stop seeking the knowledge that leads you to becoming your own doctor. And I'll see you guys each and every Saturday, 3 o'clock, News Talk 1110 WBT. Until next week, be blessed. Bye-bye.